Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. It's been raining every day except yesterday, which I spent the whole day mowing the yard. Been raining every day since I got this power washer. So I haven't done a single thing with it. It's been sitting here in the garage, warm and dry. And I've been thinking, well, as soon as this stops raining, I'll take it out and try it. It's not going to stop raining. It's Michigan. Who knows when it's going to stop raining? Could be today, could be 10 seconds from now, could be next year. Who knows? So I decided, you know what? I'm going to spray it in the rain. Other people do that. Why can't I? Might be silly, but I want to try the power washer just to see what it does. Well, they have this handy dandy set of operating instructions, which are stapled to the side of the handle. It says check engine oil and gas. You pull out the little dipstick, and then you put it back in. Don't tighten it. Just put it back in and read where the oil is. Up to the line. We're good. I knew it was good because I put the oil in it 5 days ago and hadn't done anything with it since. So there was no way the oil left. Now I need to put gas in it. So it's going to take me a few minutes. And it says connect high pressure hose to gun and unit. I have it connected to the unit. Now I'm going to connect it to the gun. Uncoil it all. Make sure you don't have any kinks. And then tighten it up. Done? Good. Connect wand to gun and nozzle to wand. Supposed to make sure to add lubricant to the fittings before you assemble them so that it doesn't damage the O-rings. Okay, I have the gun mounted, the wand in place, tight. Everything appears to be good. Hoses are tight. Now I'm going to take the 15-degree nozzle out of the rack, and I pull back on the collar, slide the nozzle in place, and shove the collar forward. That locks the nozzle in place. Garden hose for the fitting. Make sure it's on there good and tight. Just hand tight. I don't need to use a pair of pliers or anything. Now this is the siphon hose. If I were intending to use soap, I would insert this into the soap. Since I'm not going to do that. I do have to be careful not to get this so that it touches the exhaust, because the exhaust would melt the tube. So I'm going to coil that up and hang it right there. Now that I have the hoses hooked up, I want to point the gun in a safe direction. I'm going to point it out into the driveway. And I'm going to turn the water on. Press the button on the side, pull the lever. Now all I'm getting is air right now. Now it's spitting and sputtering. And I want to let it run until it stops sputtering. Hear it? The reason I want to do this is I don't want to have that high pressure pump trying to pump air. That'll score the cylinders. Okay, I think we got it. Turn on fuel. Set fuel valve lever to on. Set choke to choke. Oh, this does have a switch. There, it's set to on. Pull the choke out. Fuel on. Switch on. Choke on. Pull cord assembly. Pull cord slowly until resistance is felt, then pull rapidly. Set choke to run. After each starting attempt, when engine fails to start, repeat steps 5 through 7. That is a serious amount of cleaning power. It brightened up that concrete considerably. Now, I'm not going to go out, stand in the rain and do anything because I don't want to get all wet. But as far as what little bit I could do just standing here in the garage door, underneath the overhang so I didn't have water pouring down on me. It did a great job. Evidently 2,800 PSI is a lot. It got rid of all the algae and the black smut from the water running down the gutter, and cleaned up the sidewalk where all the black stuff was on the sidewalk for years and years and years. Made a big difference. I'm glad I finally got this started. Had a little trouble starting it because it's the first time it's been started. The carburetor was dead dry. I had to bleed out the water lines. I had to understand how to start the thing. Also, it seems that the check valve that's supposed to release the pressure might not have done that. I noticed the engine started and then it stalled. I couldn't pull it. That tells me that there was back pressure against the pump. I was trying to turn over the pump against pressure. So I bled out the gun and reduced the pressure in the line, and I could pull it. It started and then it stalled. It did that twice. Then it started and ran and built up pressure. So I'm thinking there was something sticky in the check valve. Not a big serious thing because it evidently cleared itself up, and I was able to reduce the pressure in the line enough so that I was able to start the engine. It ran just fine. So I think I've successfully tested the pressure washer, and I think this little Honda engine did just fine. So I'm very pleased. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. This little Honda engine, 160 cc's, overhead cam, powering the brute pump with 2,800 PSI, 2.3 gallons per minute. Very successful. Now I'm going to disassemble it and bleed out all the lines so that I don't hold any water in the pump or in the hoses. If you have the garden hose hooked up to it, don't turn the garden hose on until you have the hose on and this nozzle on and secured. Because if I had pulled this off, I'd have had water flying around up here. Drain that out. Now I wonder if I should have some kind of a cap or something on these hoses, because, you know, bugs like to crawl into things. And I'm wondering if I would have a situation where bugs would climb into that hose. That might be an issue.